Hey, Paris. I'm doing good. How are you? Oh, it's good. I had a great day. It's good to be inside in the AC because it's too damn hot. I'm glad you're good. I have you know who. Same spot. She got out of her bed and she came to lay down right next to me on the floor, sprawled out on the tile. Literally right behind me. So if I move my chair, it's gonna hit her. Like my chair is like 6 inches away from her body. She's got all this room around here, but she wants to be right next to me. Damn dog. I'm sure Layla's next to you all day, every day. But she's all right today. She's been a good girl today. She had a lot of entertainment. My nephew had two of his friends over tonight. This afternoon they were in the pool, and I took her outside, and she went to them and let them pet her, and she was all licking all of them and everything, and she acted like she knew him. She's very friendly. She doesn't care about anybody. Oh yeah, it was definitely hot here. It was 83 or 84, something like that. She just drank a whole pile of water. So I gave her some cold water, see if she'll cool down, and it worked. I don't give her too cold of water, not like icy cold, but I give her some fridge water sometimes. But she's not breathing heavy and crazy right now, but yesterday she was. But today she's a bit better. She seems a lot better today. I told her to go to her bed, and she did. And then I went upstairs, and I came back downstairs, and then she's next to my chair, and I can barely get in here. She's such a pain in the ass sometimes, but she's okay though. It's nice and cool in here today. Well, it's nice and cool in here now because I turned the AC up a bit to make it cooler. Yeah, she loves her attention. Yeah, she was a good girl today, so she's always looking for leftovers, but I try not to give her too much. So I gave her like a biscuit snack. I gave her one biscuit and she ate it, and then she drank a whole pile of water again. So now she's here breathing and just chilling out. Do you feed Layla like different types of like do you give her dry food or wet food or both? I give Diamond like chicken one day, beef the next, turkey, lamb, and then like rice and chicken, like in the can, like pedigree and Purina is what I give her. And I give her a can of food and a can of dry. I mix it together and put water in there to make it nice and soft for her. And that's what I give her every day. And in the morning, I'll give her like two cookies and a biscuit. And then at night, like about an hour ago, I gave her one biscuit just to keep her, just to keep her like, from starving or whatever. She's not gonna starve anyway, but. But she's drank a lot of water today, a lot. I mean, us as humans, we drink water too, and it's hot too. So I just think that she goes overboard with the water sometimes. It's like too much. She's all right. I can touch her right here, right now. Like she's basically right here, and I'm touching her. You all right, baby? Paris says hi, and Layla. Okay, you say hi to Layla and Paris back. Okay. She was on raw duck because allergies, but I changed to kibbles. She went on a hunger strike. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, yeah. She Diamond eats raw fish. I give her raw fish, raw bacon sometimes. But I give her raw fish. Yeah, same here. Yeah, Diamond's 10 as well, so she pretty much get what she wants. But cause tonight I had fish, and when I get the fish on Friday, I cut all the bloodlines out and I cut like some of the pieces off and I give it to her and she loves it. It's like eating sushi pretty much for her. It's like eating raw sushi. I just make sure it's not a lot of blood and like, any burns or anything like that on it. But I give her some of the cut off pieces and she eats it. She loves it. I don't give it to her too much, probably like once a week, maybe. Yeah, yeah, I agree. It's good for him. Yeah. That's why she's healthy and she's last so long because I feed her. With my pit bull, I did the same. My mom did the same thing. My mom used to have like leftover mac and cheese and chicken, and she used to like put it all together and give it to my dog as his dinner. And he used to like completely devour it. He was like in his. He used to smell it coming around my mom. When he heard the door, he knew somebody was coming. And my mom says he would have his nose up in the air like, because he knew like my mom was coming, and he'd wag his tail when he saw my mom. Because I always wanted my mom to feed him, so that way he'll never bite the hand that feeds him. So, and my mom loved him. So, and my dad used to take him off his chain and walk around the house with him on a leash. And my dad used to be so like amazed from his power. But he loved my parents. So I wanted him to love my parents because I wanted him to protect them when I wasn't around. So he was a good dog. He was a good guard dog. Diamond's a good guard dog too. She's she's very alert to everyone. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I try to give her a different kind of food every day. Like, and I make sure if I don't feed her, I tell whoever is feeding her, like my nephews or my sister, hey, look, I gave them chicken. I gave her chicken yesterday, so today give her beef, or give her the can with the red on it, or I tell them which can to give them. And I got Purina dog food and pedigree, and the dry food is Purina, and it's like salmon. It's like salmon dry food and salmon and vegetables or whatever it is, and it's for adult dogs. So I get her that, and she loves it. And the pedigree and the Purina, she likes the Purina more than the pedigree. But now, like I get her the pedigree that has like lamb and rice, and then it has chicken and rice, turkey and rice, or something like that. But I don't give her like wet, like choice cuts, like it's got gravy and all that, because all that stuff ruins her stomach. She can't handle like the choice cuts that comes with gravy. She can't, her stomach can't handle. So I give her like the dry food and the wet food, but the wet food I have to like I mash it up. It comes like out of the can solid. So there's no like sauces or anything. Yeah. Well, Diamond barks a lot. She barks too much sometimes, but anything she hears, she'll like bark or whatever. But she'll if she doesn't know you, her hair will stand up on her back, and then she'll if I say to her like no, it's okay, it's a good man, good girl, so she'll know that I know the person because my friend came here like about a month ago, and he didn't know I had the dog back there. And he was like, "Oh shit, look at that dog's big as shit." And I was like, "She's all right." I said, "Just stay there and just I'll tell her you're okay." "Are you sure? Are you sure she's not gonna bite me?" I said, "Look, man, she's not gonna do anything to you. She loves people." So she walked up to him and was like smelling him and started wagging her tail, and he was petting her. He goes, "Okay, good girl." And she was like, "Oh, cool," and everything. Yeah, it is very bad for her. It gives her diarrhea and makes her sick. But the vet told me that I should put water in her food so that way, she when she does like go poo, that it's better for her. So because she's older. So I say, yeah, I always put water in her food so that way the dry food isn't really crunchy and like gets stuck in her throat. So I put the dry food in first. I put some water on it, and then I add the wet food on top of it, the canned food, and I mix it all together and leave it there for like a minute or two, so the water soaks it all in, and then I give it to her. And plus, she washes it down very well because she drinks a lot of water. She'll eat half of her food, drink some water. Then she'll go around the pool, and then she'll come back, and then she'll like come back and eat the rest of her food and then drink some more water and then she'll sit down for a bit and then she'll go back to the bowl again and see if there's any leftovers. She's funny when she eats. She's hilarious. But she's a good girl. Even though I talk shit about her and I sometimes I wanna throw her the heck outside. But yeah, she's been good today though. She's been very good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, the vet told me to put water in her food every single time I feed her because of the way they eat. Because I told her, I said she like gobbles all her food down very fast. And she said, "Well, just put water in there every single time." And I was like, "All right, cool." And I find that it's much better for her. For a 10-year-old dog, she's doing really good. It's just I feel bad for her when the heat's on. When it's hot outside and she has to be out there. You know, I always think about it and say, "Shit, it's hot today." I hope she's all right. But if she wasn't so stubborn, she can go in the pool and cool off. But she's so freaking stubborn, she doesn't like water. So I wish she would go in the pool on her own accord and just sit in the steps or just go swimming and then get back out. Then she can feel like a lot cooler. But she's too much of a pain in the ass. She don't want to do it. I took a break from the pool today. I didn't go in there today. I took a break. When I get all that water in my ears, I kind of get like annoyed. Sometimes the water in my ears when I go in there it messes around with my ears. So I said I'll take a break today. I'll go in there tomorrow. But yeah, I try to give her like different food every day. The only thing that's the same is the dry food. I give her the same because she likes that one. I've tried different ones, but she doesn't really like it that much. But the one I give her now is Purina dog food, and it's a salmon and like vegetable mix or something, and she loves it. So yeah, she's doing good though. She's been good today. I'm surprised she's very quiet. She's not snoring. She's not breathing heavy. She looks normal now. I guess she must be happy. Oh yeah, that's true, Paris, for sure. Mm, that is definitely true. They'll let us know by not eating it. That's for damn sure. She's she's always like that. 'Cause I used to give her like pedigree, little small little bits, dry food, but she didn't. She would leave some behind, and I would say, maybe she doesn't like it. But the one I get now is a lot better. She never leaves it behind. She eats everything that she possibly can. It's weird. Because usually in summertime she won't eat all of our food because it's too hot and she drinks a lot of water. But now she doesn't do it. She doesn't leave anything behind. And the birds used to come eat our food. Now there's nothing to eat. They look and they're like, oh, she didn't leave nothing for me today. Yeah, exactly. It proves she's healthy for sure. I agree. Hey, Mystical, I'm doing good. How are you? Cool. Fantabulously. That's good. Glad. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear everybody's doing fantabulously. My day was good. I meant to take my dad to his eye doctor appointment. They gave him some stronger glasses, and I dropped my mom off in the city so she can go shopping and stuff. And I did some stuff around the house. And then my nephew brought his friends over and was in the pool. And then pretty much just chilled out home. I went live and did my dishes earlier and talked shit about a person that reported me last night over some dumb shit. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I'm always doing something around here. I always have work to do. But yeah, last night I was watching the basketball game like I always do, and I turned my at the very end of my live I went like this. I went like that, just like that, and I showed the whole TV with the game with the score, and I was like, oh yeah, they won. I went like that, literally 3 seconds. And there's a person that doesn't like me from a long time ago, and they'll do anything to try and get me in trouble, right? So that was at the end of my life, the very end. I said, all right, guys, these guys won. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. And then I got an email from YouTube saying that I have to edit that part out of my video because I can't show like the game due to the rights or whatever. And I'm like, you mean to tell me that you saw me do that? No, you didn't. Somebody did that on purpose. Somebody reported me, and I know exactly who it is. But I thought it was pretty hilarious that that person had all that time to do that. But I didn't get a strike. I didn't get no nothing. They just asked me to edit it. So I'm like, wow. Because YouTube doesn't really give a shit about none of that stuff. Like they ain't worried about me. I have a couple people in here and they ain't worrying about me. And there's so many people that stream it online and show everything and they don't get in trouble, you know? So I didn't get in trouble. It's just that that person reported me and I knew exactly who it was. Yep. So just to aggravate me, which it didn't even do anything, they just asked me to edit it. That's all. So I clicked the link that they emailed me. I went back further and I cut the video off and I saved it and I put it back up. So I could have deleted the whole video if I wanted to because nothing was really on there, that was of importance. And then I came live today and washed my dishes and then talk shit about her the whole time. I know what she's doing. She does it all the time. She's one of those people that are online all day waiting for me to make some type of error or mistake and go around reporting me and doing dumb shit. That's what happens when you got enemies and weirdos that don't like you. But yeah, that's what happened to me yesterday. I thought it was pretty funny. That's why I dissed the crap out of her today. And I know she's probably watching saying, damn it, it didn't work. I didn't get him in trouble. No, keep trying though, sweetheart. You'll eventually probably get me one day. And if you do, I really don't care. Yeah, it is sad because yesterday was Sunday, see, so she has all the time in the world to do what she had to do. And it's sad that you're watching my video to the very last minute and then report my last minute showing of the TV, which took 3 seconds. It was just like in February during Valentine's Day. I literally took a card, right? And I went like this, and I showed the card of a guy having sex with this woman, and it didn't show any nudity except for the woman's breasts, right? That were hanging. There was no nipples, no nothing, right? And it was just a guy having sex with the person, and he was like his belly was showing. So it wasn't even really like no nudity, right? You know what I'm saying? And I went like that. I said, "Oh yeah, you got this card and blah blah blah." So this person reported me for showing a sex card on Valentine's Day. Meanwhile, there's readers on here that show all this explicit sexual cards, and they're still on here, no problem, because nobody reports that shit because it's dumb. It's literally a picture. It's not a real person showing their boobs on here. So this same person reported me twice already this year for like the stupidest shit in the world. Meanwhile, all these readers on here are showing sex cards and everything and doing sexual readings. This guy, like, uh, I don't know, but she used to be one of my mods, but and one of my good friends actually. But she, she goes through her phases because I rejected her from anything. Hey Maria, how you doing? You all right, sweetheart? How you doing? I'm just talking about this weirdo that used to be in here that has a grudge against me still. She reported my video yesterday. I knew it was her because she's the only one that would do something like that. Yeah. Last night I was watching a basketball game, and at the very end, I was my TV was on, so I went like this, and I said, "Oh yeah, look at the game." It said it's just finished, and I went like that, literally 3 seconds. So they reported me for that, but it didn't even do anything. They just asked me to edit the video because I literally did it for 3 seconds. So it's the same person that's been after me for a long time. She even admitted to me years ago when I got rid of her. She says, "I'm gonna make your life hell on YouTube." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever you say, sweetheart." She's trying, but it ain't working. I'm still here because all the little petty things she's gonna do, it don't make no sense. There's people on here doing a lot worse, and I didn't even do anything bad, so I don't really care. I kind of laughed when I got it because I knew right away they was trying to do something to me. But it's all good. When things got bad years ago, I just went over to Instagram and I had a ball. I didn't even want to come back here. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care anyway. It doesn't phase me. And like I said in my earlier live today that I took down, I bashed the crap out of her and I said, you know what? Even if one day I'm not on here, there's other platforms to go to. So, and the other platforms, I'll just be over there like I did last time. It's no problem. It'll never phase me. And everybody knows where I go. The people that know me is gonna go too, and we're just gonna have fun somewhere else. There's so many apps and so many places you can go. So if you think you're gonna do anything, you're not. You're not gonna stop me from doing what I'm doing. You know. So people are just ain't got no life. That's all. But I'm used to it. People always trying to do dumb shit, and it's kind of dumb because it's not like I have 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 people in here every day. It's not like I'm making millions of dollars or something. Yeah. So you're wasting your time on somebody that's not even worried about a like and a subscribe and everything else. I don't care about that shit. I'm just here hanging out with my friends, and if they need me, they need me, and they don't, we just sit here and talk all day. It doesn't phase me, you know? This ain't my full-time job. So whatever you're doing to me, it don't make no sense. Like you're just making yourself look dumb. And I know it's you, so why are you even worried about it? Is that the only way you want me to recognize you as? Because I don't give you the time of day? Poor thing. Oh, yeah. So I kind of had fun with it today, just like talking shit and having fun. I think it's kind of childish that somebody that's, over the age of 40 is still doing stupid shit like that. But, oh well. Some people don't have a life. Mhm. So how's everything, Maria? How's the new place? Everything you settled in? You good to go? Life's normal now? Back to normal? How's the boys? Everything is settling. Good, good. I'm glad. Yeah. Well, Thursday, my 17-year-old nephew is graduating from high school and he's going to college in September. And he goes 18 in November. And then the youngest one's 15. He goes 16 in August and he's going into grade 11. So he's got 2 more years left before he graduates. I can't believe how time has flown by. They're all taller than me now. I'm not tall anyway. I'm 5'7", 5'6" or whatever. I'm not a tall person, but they're taller than me now. All of them. So yeah, they're good. I'm happy for them. My nephew got a scholarship as well. He just got a scholarship today, so I'm happy for him. He deserves it. He's a good boy. Yeah, they grow, man. Yeah. So the 17-year-old, he got a scholarship today, and he's happy. And he's won a lot of things this year. A lot of sports stuff. I've posted him up on my IG and stuff. But he's good, man. He's doing good. He wants to be a gym teacher. So he'll do it. He's very motivated. He loves sports. He's like me. He loves sports. He wants to be like a coach and he wants to be a leader and, gym teacher. So he's very happy. So, so September he's going to the UK for college and he might be there for like maybe 3 or 4 years. So we'll see. But he's smart though. He might master it, sooner than that. I don't know. We'll see. He gets good grades. He's a smart. They're all smart. All six of them are smart. Yeah. And I think they both have honors this year too. They have second honors this year. I believe both of them do. I have to check. But we won't know until like all the grades are finished. So yeah, it looks good. Friday is their last day of school. Thursday is graduation. So we're gonna have big parties this weekend. My mom and dad's anniversary is on Sunday, 58 years. So we're gonna get them a cake and we're gonna go to brunch to celebrate graduation and my parents' anniversary. The youngest is 15 and he goes 16 in August. So 2 more months he'll be 16. He's 15 and 17. We have an 18-year-old. That's my brother's youngest is 18. My brother's oldest is 21. And then my oldest sisters two are 23 and 20. And the oldest, the 23-year-old, he graduated from college last year this time. He's graduated from college. He has a really good job, making really good money. In an office, he does like business management or whatever. He works at a big company here in Bermuda, so he got a good job. Very proud of him. Um, and then, yeah, they're all pretty close in age. Yeah. And then my brother's oldest, well, actually, my oldest sister's youngest, which is 20, he's in Toronto right now. Well, he's in Toronto for college. He's back now, but he's been in college for a year already. He's been there for a year, I think a year and a bit. He's been in Toronto. He still has another year left, I think, before he graduates. And then my brothers two, the youngest is in Bermuda College. He's going to be an actuary. And then the oldest, he has a full-time job, but he wants to go back to school to learn computers. So next in September, he's going to college and to go learn computer technology because he's very good with computers, but he wants to get certified so he can get a better job. So he saved up all his money the past 2 years from working, and now he wants to go to Bermuda College and get a course in computer technology. And then my sister's two youngest, the youngest one's got 2 more years left, and then the oldest one's getting graduation on Thursday, and then he goes to college in September, and he wants to be a gym teacher. So all of them had good jobs, and they all don't want to be like me. They don't want to work outside. None of them want to be an electrician or a plumber or a carpenter. They don't want nothing to do with that. They want to be inside working on computers or doing other things. Even a gym teacher, you don't really go outside much. You're inside. So they all tell me, Uncle Mark, I don't want to go outside working like you. Hell no. So I said, yeah, you guys should be electrician. No, no, we're not gonna get shocked. Hell no. Yeah, they don't want to. They don't. Nobody wants to be a tradesman no more. My uncle, he was a carpenter. He was a very good carpenter. He passed away last year. Actually, next month will be 1 year he passed away already. He was 86, but he retired early, and he was retired for like 20 something years, and he because he made his money, and he was like He was a big time carpenter. He made like dresser drawers and cabinets, and like he had all this machinery. He knew how to make so many cool things. He was very, very good. He was a top-notch carpenter. So my mom says that I probably get his side of the family because he was a carpenter and and I'm an electrician. And I love carpentry too. I built all my workbenches and stuff. I like carpentry a lot. I just don't like plumbing. I've never been a plumbing type of person. Because anything that leaks is a problem. So I don't want nothing to do with like plumbing and shit. But carpentry, electrical for sure, and basic plumbing I can do, like fixing a water tap or something, or like putting in a water heater. But like doing a house and all sorts of crazy shit, I don't want nothing to do with that. But I like painting and fixing things and tiling. I like tiling a lot. Construction, building things, putting in windows, installing shutters and things like that. I do pretty much all of that stuff. Anything to do with the house, I can do, except for like plumbing. That's it. But everything else I can do. Like for instance, this railing right here, right? Yeah. This railing right here, right? Right here. I gotta remember that it's reversed on my camera. But yeah, this railing you see behind me that's varnished, that was yellow and dirty when I first moved in here. And it goes all the way up to the top, right? And the railing on the wall goes all the way up to the top. And it was all like with black mold and it was yellowish and it's never been painted since it was installed. So I took it all apart, sanded it all, I stained it, and I varnished it. And I did that 10 years ago and it still looks brand new. So I like doing things like that too, that nobody else wants to do. See, I have the patience for shit like that. Because when it comes out looking like that, it's like, you say, yeah, I did that, you know. So I like to refurbish things. If it looks like shit, I can make it look good again. Like one of my clients has these old antique like metal furniture, and I take like a wire brush on a grinder and I grind all the paint off, and then I prime it back up and I spray paint it. Even like aluminum shutters and blinds, I take all the paint off and I respray them. I like to spray paint things, and I like to make old things look new. That's one thing I like to do. I like to refurbish stuff. So it's cool to know a lot of things, but these kids don't want to do it. None of my nephews want to do what I do. They rather be sitting in a chair on a computer or like, doing other things like that. The closest thing they do to me is cut grass. My sisters, my oldest sisters, boys, they cut grass and one of them cooks and stuff. One of them looks like me. Um, he's the one that my sister always says that looks like me because his hair is like mine when I was younger. He did all the things that I did like when he was younger. Sometimes, but when he was a baby, he looked like me. But they all they all have skill. They all know what they're doing. They like sports and things like that. We're all for the same team. I programmed them all to like every team I do. But yeah, they're good boys, man. They're good kids. I'm very proud of all six of them. None of them smoke. None of them like do drugs or drink. The oldest one, he has like a beer or two every now and then. He doesn't get like drunk or anything like that. But yeah, it's all right to have a drink or two every now and then. But yeah, they're I'm very proud of them. They've come a long way, and especially the ones where my sister and brother got a divorce. Those four, they've been through a lot of bullshit. But they're older now and they're more independent and they don't care about, their other parent. They just keep going and doing their thing. Put it this way, they're better without the other parent. So I thought that it was gonna, make their lives difficult, but they're actually a lot better now than they ever been. So the divorce didn't mess them up completely, because that can ruin a child's, momentum and ruin their life, seeing their parents split up. But when the parent's a piece of shit and they feel like, without them they're better, then it's a win-win situation. So I don't know what that's like because my parents are still together and they've been together for 58 years. So I never seen my parents like go at each other or disrespect each other in any way. But they have, which is unfortunate, but they recuperated from it very, very quickly and they're doing great. And I'm so glad that they're doing good because it shuts up any gossip that they're suffering without that parent. You know what I mean? Which is a good feeling. I guess I've had something to do with that, but I won't take all the credit. I give all the credit to Spirit and to God. So, but I've definitely helped, my nephews overcome the divorce and overcome the bullshit they've been through. I've been there, as their role model and their friend, their uncle. They can confide in me in any way. I'll always be there for them. So I don't have kids, but they're like they're mine. So I make sure I deal with them, make sure they're happy, make sure they have everything they need, and I don't mind doing that. I know one day they'll return the favor. So unfortunately, there's a lot of deadbeat moms and dads out there, and that's where the uncles and the aunts can fill in, you know, and do things because there's a lot of people in the world that are raised by their grandparents, their uncles and aunts. There's some people who have like a tragedy happen where they lose their parents and then they have to be with their aunts and uncles for the rest of their lives, or they're an orphan and don't even know who their parents are and get adopted. A lot of people go through that bullshit. I'm grateful I didn't have to, but in four of my nephews' cases, they've been through divorces, and now they're perfectly fine. They're doing great, but a lot of people can't recover from that. So I'm glad they were fine and they made it and they're good. Hey Teresa, how you doing? What's up, Dan? How's it going? But I give a lot of credit to the single moms and dads out there who raise their children without the other person, and I give total 100% credit to my brother. He raised his boys the last 6 years without their home mom, and he's done a good job. He could have been a lot better as a person, but he definitely took care of his kids. He's a good dad. But my sister next door, the best mom ever. She's helped those boys so much after their divorce, and me, helping them every day, making sure they're okay and stuff. So, all those things affect children to a certain point, but the best thing is overcoming it and like making something out of yourself. But not everybody has that opportunity to be in like a functionable family, you know? A lot of people that come in here have been divorced or been through that situation, and we came out perfectly fine, you know, for those people who had that situation. And I know there's a lot of single moms in here, you know, or mothers that, take care of their kids, that's for sure. I know there's wonderful moms in here. I know that for a fact. And wonderful aunts and uncles, I'm sure. But sorry, guys, I'm the uncle of the year again. It just happens. I just have that title forever. So sorry, guys. I'm self-proclaimed uncle of the year, and it's not even finished yet. Not on my end, no. It's not buffering, no. I don't know if anybody else is buffering. Maria's buffering. Let me know if it is buffering. I don't know. Yeah, it's not buffering here. I don't know. I don't see any signs of it buffering. Shit. Oh, you probably entered the Bermuda Triangle, so it's probably gonna be a little fuzzy, you know. Okay, good. Thanks, Teresa. I appreciate that. I know you're a wonderful mom too, so we can all have credit where credit's due. Yeah, it must have been like a glitch or something. I don't know, but I haven't seen it act up at all. It's fine on my end. I don't see anything wrong. Yeah, yeah, probably YouTube. Yeah, because my internet's full. It's fine. Yeah, and I haven't seen it go off. Yeah, I don't know. Could be. I wouldn't be surprised. Nobody really complains about buffering in here that much, but I'm sure it happens. Yeah. But yeah, I encourage everybody to be, a good uncle, a good aunt, a good mother, good father, good sister, good brother. I know it's very difficult to deal with family, but it's always good to be as good as you can be. I don't really get along with my older brother. I mean, my brother and my older sister. I don't really get along with them that much. I barely speak to them because they've done me wrong in the past and they aggravate me, and we don't really get along. We speak, but that's about it. Sometimes I don't even speak to my older sister because she thinks her shit doesn't stink. So, and she thinks like, oh yeah, you gotta talk to me because I'm, the queen of the world. But I don't pay her no mind. I act like she doesn't exist. But her boys, they love me. Her husband don't like me either. Um, I don't even call him my brother-in-law because he's not no real brother-in-law to me. He's an asshole. He's very jealous and weird. So I don't really speak to them like that. But their boys, phew, they come to me all the time. We talk all the whole time we see each other. We're always sitting next to each other, talking to each other. Like we play catch up and we talk about everything. I ask them about, the school, girls, things like that. We support the same teams and we talk about sports. On Easter, I saw both of them and we sat down on the couch and talked the whole time. And my other nephews are like, you could tell they love you, bro. I'm like, yeah, of course. I said, these are my first two nephews, so I've known them the longest, but their stupid parents try to make me seem like I'm the bad guy. And then, like I said to them in their face, when your kids get old enough to think for themselves, they're gonna realize that you guys are the problem, not me. And sure as shit, they both admitted it to me one day. We were all in the pool and they said, Uncle Mark, we know who our parents are. It's all good. And I said, as long as you know, because they always make me seem like I'm the bad guy. I ain't even done nothing. They create their own drama. And they're like, yeah, we know, we know. And now they speak to me even more. But that's why I was very patient. I never forced or did anything to corrupt any children because that's not my thing. I'm not corrupting no child to go against their parents or, listen to your parents, but one day you're going to get old enough to know what's right from wrong. And that's it. That's what happened, you know. Okay, Teresa. And that's why, like, I don't really worry about anything because, kids are not dumb. They know. They know who loves them and who doesn't, and they know who cares about them and who doesn't. They know that I love them all to death. I love them. I've been with them from day one, 24/7. I'm always with them, and I've given them a lot more than any of their uncles and aunts have given them. And they know that. That's why they treat me the way I do. And when my sister sees me talking to her boys, like she kind of gets like that, she kind of gets jealous, like as if to say, "Fuck," they're speaking to him. And the oldest one told her to her face one Christmas, Uncle Mark's coming here, whether you like it or not. You need to shut up and like suck it up and stop acting like he's the bad guy. You need to get over all the dumb shit that you've created. Because my youngest sister told them the truth, that they weren't my fault. She's making up all this bullshit for nothing. You attacked me for nothing. So it's all due to jealousy and stupidity anyway. So anyway, the main thing is all my nephews love me and I love them. And they're the oldest ones know the truth now. So it's good. I love them to death. Thanks, Teresa. I appreciate it. You can get your reading when you're ready or ask your questions. And thank you. But yeah, it's so good to have them doing really good. I don't hear anything bad about them. I had a lady actually tell me, "Oh my God, your brother's two kids. They're so adorable. They're such good kids. They're such good young men. They're so smart." And I was like, "Well, they take after their uncle. What can I say?" So she started laughing. She goes, "Oh, your brother's a good dad." I said, "Yeah, he is. Yeah." So I heard a lot of good things about them. I don't. Nobody comes to me and says your nephews are this, your nephews are that, because they know they'll tell me. But everybody has good things to say about them, so I'm very happy to hear good things about them. So let's just say I'm a proud uncle. All right, a general for Teresa. Let's see. All right, Teresa. What I get here is in the next couple of days, I see you like clearing away old things, making way for new stuff. This could be like you like saying, "Okay, I don't need this anymore. I'll give it away or sell it." Or I just need to get rid of this stuff because I need to make room for newer things. This could be to do with like your house move or something like that, getting rid of shit you don't need no more and stuff like that. It also could be like going through the transformation of like releasing the things that you don't want anymore. This could be like materialistic things. This could be people. Um, this is making sure that you make a change that benefits you in the long run. What's up, KP? Um, Also, like you might, if somebody around you, if somebody around you like has some type of um, loss or mishap or something to do with financial security, they might say to you, "Hey, look, you think you can help me out?" Or somebody close to you might ask you if they can get some type of loan from you. But this might be a bad investment. Like it might be somebody who like tries to use you for money. So make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's when it comes to this person because they you might not get nothing back from that person. So this could be like a iffy thing in the next couple of days. Um, this person might say to you, "Hey, look, I'm really stuck. If you lend me this money, I'll definitely give it back to you," but they won't. So try not to do that. Try not to be so generous to others, is what this card is saying, is what this message is saying. Try and understand. I know you have a great heart and a good heart, but like if someone actually asks you something like that, just be aware that that's not the right person to give anything to. So that's something that can happen the next couple of days. Um, you might this person because this is happening, this person doesn't have any solutions to their present difficulties or their everything that what's going on. So you like they're gonna try and play like the victim card, but then you're gonna be like, yeah, I definitely not gonna do that. So that could happen. Also, I feel like you might be feeling some pressure here and there, or you might just feel like you have too much on your plate right now, or in the next couple of days, things might get busy for you. Um, but I feel like even though you're trying to resolve issues and problems that occur day by day, you put in a lot of effort to meet the goal that you want to make. So if your goal is to solve these issues that arise and come in, you're gonna make enough effort to deal with them. And then when you finish with dealing with them, you're gonna be like, okay, cool. I'm glad I made this effort because I feel like I have less pressure now. But also like somebody that has maybe some type of try to have somebody might try to have power over you, like for instance if you have a boss or your I know you said that you're you do you take care of someone, so somebody maybe not that actual person because you said that that person treats you very well, but there could be like another person that tries to use their power to get something from you or try to use the power card, so they say. But I feel like, they'll be thinking twice about that. These are just scenarios that could happen because this is a general reading. So generally, these things could happen because each card here has two different meanings. It has the good part and the bad part. So if all good parts happen, then we're good. But if some of these bad parts happen, it's just like Spirit's way of saying, hey, remember, not to deal with this, or don't let people try and use their power in a selfish way. So sometimes being a good person that you are and being very giving and being very kind, it can be like a burden sometimes because people are always expecting you to do something. So if someone expects you to do something in the next couple of days and you don't do it, they might say, hey, but you didn't do it this time. And you'd be like, okay, well, I just forgot, or maybe I just didn't feel like doing it this time because I do it all the time. Why don't you fucking do it? You might have to say that. And don't feel bad if you say it. I say it every day. So I'm tired of being nice. I'm really nice to nice people. I'll be nice to you, Teresa, because you're nice to me. Um, Also, I'm getting here in the next couple of days. This There could be like a person that tries to distract you, confuse you, or like mentally mess around with you. Like I still feel like this might be the same person that I'm getting in the reading. It could be like a man, and this man might try to like bribe you or mentally cause you some type of anxiety, make you think about them and like why the heck would they do that, or why the heck are they doing this, or why are they doing that. So this could be like an ex, or this could be somebody that you deal with, a male, that will make you feel like try and make you feel like you're making a mistake, or confuse you, or make you feel like mentally annoyed at this person. So just be aware that there could be some mental anxieties here due to a person. It's not showing me you personally having an issue, but it's showing me that you might have an issue with someone, or someone might be an issue to you. But I don't see them doing any harm to you or anything like that. But I see that they're trying to like take advantage of your kindness. So just be aware that that person can be an idiot. We have those in our lives every day. Yeah, here's the person again. So it's definitely like a guy, you know. It's definitely a man. This man came up again in the cards. He's reversed. He's tricky. He's deceptive. He's a like slick type of guy where he's gonna try to get one up on you. They're capable of swindling you into shit. Especially money and work, because they know you got money right now because you sold your house and shit. So this person probably knows that, and they're probably like, "Yeah, let me go see if I can get some money from her because I know she's got money now." You know what I'm saying? So just be aware that this person is gonna try to swindle you. Yeah. My dog, she went to her bed finally. But otherwise, that the good news is work is going to be good for you. You're very good at what you do. You have great skill. The person you work for thinks you're the best. That you have a lot of dignity. You show your skill and you're very good at what you do. So work is going to be good for you in the next 3 weeks. Some new possibilities are coming your way as well. You might learn something new about something, or you're going to approach your old problems in a new way. So things are going to be cool. Hey, Marley, how you doing? So you might get some new information about some things that you're working on in the background. Try not to talk about it to anybody unless they're involved in it. So sometimes, like, some things are best unsaid. So the spirit wants you to understand that don't spill all the beans, don't tell everybody your plans because, you know, people like you who are very kind hearted and very, and like good with people, sometimes there's always that one person that's gonna be like, let me see if I can get her to fuck up and give me something. So I see this very clearly in the cards that this person's gonna try their best um, to try and get you. Oh no. Gage got into a motorbike wreck. Is he okay? Everyone is okay. Your son got into a motorbike wreck. What the hell? The other day it was okay. Yeah, I got your message, but I thought you were telling me you was coming on. You're welcome, Teresa. And just remember not to, loan this person any money. I always encourage everybody not to loan anybody money, especially people who are begging for money and indirectly beg for it. Those are the people you want to stay away from because they're the ones who actually are, toxic and doing it on purpose because they want to use your money and keep theirs. I learned that the hard way many times. I have a card in my deck. It says, "Don't lend money if you don't want it back." All right, let me see what you sent me, Marley. Ooh, ouch. That doesn't look good. Dang. Ouch. Oh, that looks bad. That looked like me when I was his age. Tell him when I was his age, I had the same road rash. I had a few bike accidents in my time. Yep. Did I? My knees are all scraped up like that. I know. I feel his pain. Best thing to do is go in the ocean. Try and take him to the beach or something. Or that's the main thing, Marley. That's how you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it. Hey, Tanya, how you doing, sweetie? That's how you gotta look at it. Is Epsom salt bath? I won't recommend with open wounds like that. That'll burn like hell. I would say don't do that. But you can put the green alcohol, the rubbing alcohol, the green one I showed you. It's for like road rash and cuts. You could put that on there, like the rubbing alcohol, the green one. You could put both on there, really. Rubbing alcohol is really good. Hey, Rudy, how you doing, sweetheart? You good? So yeah, Epsom salt bath I won't recommend with his open wounds. I wouldn't do that. But rubbing alcohol, yes. But I know you're not near the ocean, but if you were next to the ocean and it was convenient, going in the ocean with road rash is good. It heals it up very quickly. Oh no, Rudy. Yeah, Neosporin works too, Dan. Yeah. Shit, Rudy, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh no. So how long you gonna be at the hospital, Rudy? Is it like super bad, or did they take the tumor out? Man, there's always something. I swear it down. This month was supposed to be better, but apparently not. It's been nothing but a fucking nuisance. Damn it. Well, at least you're awake and alive, and you're talking to us, Rudy. So I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad Gage isn't broken bones and worse than he is. They took it out. Okay, good. I'm sorry that you're in pain, sweetheart. That's fucked up. Well, we'll pray for you, Rudy, and we're hoping you're gonna be better soon. Take it easy and just realize, just know that it could be worse. And remember, your dad's with you in spirit. Everybody's gonna help you in spirit. Make sure you're good. You're gonna be okay. Just keep thinking about pops and everybody else. Yeah, well, at least they got it out. That's the main thing. As long as they get it out, that's the main thing. And then after that, they can probably see anything else. But I'm glad you're okay. Looks like I got to do some extra praying tonight. Oh, good Lord. Spirit be like, oh, Mark, it's never a dull moment, my brother. Keep praying. We're listening. I be praying nonstop. I ain't gonna lie. I be praying all day, every day. Even when I ride by or drive by a church, I always say, thank you, God, for everything you do for me. I appreciate it. And I always say every day it could be worse. I'm more grateful now than I've ever been in my life. Yeah, it's probably gonna burn right now. You know what else you can put on there is Vaseline. If you got Vaseline, it won't burn, but the Vaseline will help it from getting infected. Because I know if you put rubbing alcohol on it or Neosporin, that shit's gonna burn like hell, or Bactine or something like that. It's gonna burn. But if you got Vaseline, put no, don't put a lot. Just put like a little bit on it. He can even do it himself. Just put a little bit of Vaseline so the blood won't go all over the place. And the Vaseline will secure it. They use Vaseline when guys get boxed all in their face. Vaseline helps with the initial stuff. So I would say put Vaseline on there for now. Don't worry, Marley. Milton protects them from getting hurt worse than they do. That's just to show you. Just to show you how great God is. You know, He makes sure they're protected in each and every way. It's life. When I was his age, I had many of bike accidents and shit like that. Thank God I never broke anything or got fucked up. So it's not easy. I pray every day that my nephews don't have accidents because people on this road are absolutely crazy. There's an accident every fucking day here. Today there was a TikTok of this bike that went overboard and it got caught by like some boat lines and the boat was like the bike was halfway in and halfway out. The person went overboard on the bike. Big ass bike overboard. Half the bike was in, half the bike was out. And the guy that filmed it was dissing the shit out of the person. And these people on bikes here, they see all the accidents, they see the bikes on the side of the road mangled, and they don't care. The next day, speed again, like a bunch of maniacs. Yeah, I did it too back then, but I learned my lesson. Tanya said that people used to put Vaseline from her ass whooping. See that? Miss Bikini Tanya used to box hers in their face when they talk shit to her man. You talking shit to my man? Mm-mm. Wow, take this Vaseline too. I know. Tanya was a bad beat. Oh, he was popping wheelies, so he pretty much did it to himself. Sounds about right. Popping wheelies. Oh well. He'll learn now to stop doing dumb shit. Don't worry, we all learn. It happened to me too. I know all about road rash. My knees, my knees got road rash every weekend. My poor knees, I'm surprised they still exist. My knees have been battered and bashed. Poor things. Yeah. And I was around the same age, 18, 19. That's how old Gage is, right? 19, 18. I knew that's when I had pure road rash. That's when I got my big bike and doing papa wheelies and speeding around like a jackass. Yep. The road don't have no remorse for you. The walls ain't gonna move out of your way. Oh yeah. I remember one time I was coming around a roundabout and I was going pretty fast and it was raining. And me, like an asshole, I came around the corner too fast and the bike went and I landed right on my right knee. And a bang, got all this road rash. The bike got all messed up. I had to ride it home all crooked and shit. Got home, my mom's like, "What are you doing? Look at your knee. You gotta go to the hospital." I said, "I'm fine, I'm fine." And she'll go get the Bactine. We used Bactine back then. You put Bactine on a paper towel, and I used to be like, "Oh shit, that shit burns." She goes, "It's okay, it's gonna help." I said, "Okay." Then she'll go get the Vaseline and a Band-Aid. Then I'll be in pain for 24 hours, and then it'll be all right again. I'll get back on the bike again. I didn't give a shit. Oh yeah, definitely me, Marley. I'll tell you, I've rode bikes my whole life, and now I have my dad's bike, and I definitely take care in it. The other day I did a papa wheelie over the speed bump, and I went sideways, and I said, "Mark, don't do that dumb shit ever again. You're not 15, 16 anymore." I was trying to show off to myself. Poor bike. Bike was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Oh, he's a tough boy, you know. He don't want his mommy nagging at him, laughing at him. And what about Emmy? Is she fully recovered from her shoulder now? Because it's been a while since she had her accident, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. I hope she's better now. Good. The Vaseline will help him. Trust me. He knows. He watches fighting and shit. Vaseline is the best thing to put on fresh wounds. Don't worry, Doctor Mark is here. I remind everybody because let me tell you, I did it too. Vaseline saved me. People use Vaseline for other things, but we won't go there. I use it for that. Okay. And as long as there ain't no baby oil, no Diddy around here. Okay, cool. He's fought in tournaments but before, but I never watched. Okay, cool. She's playing her saxophone, so that means she's better. Hey Fiona. Yes. I try to be. Oh, that's good. He's a tough boy. He's a tough guy. He's all right. Just tell him that Uncle Marky said that his road rash is a long way from his heart. He'll be fine. That's what they used to tell me. Man, that little road rash right there, man, that's a long way from your heart, bro. You're all right. And I used to look at him and like, I'll fucking throw something at you. Talking about my road rash is a long way from my heart. Duh. He'll be all right. He's young, so he'll heal fast. Just put Vaseline on there for now, and then once it starts to like feel better, you can put rubbing alcohol on there or Bactine, one of the two, Neosporin, whatever you have. But I would suggest putting rubbing alcohol on there so it disinfects it, so it gets rid of all the dirt and shit. And then just put Vaseline on there for the next day or two. It's easy because it won't burn and it'll protect it. The last thing you want to do is get flies and shit all over it when you're outside. Tell them don't go outside uncovered. Because them little flies will be all around there, all on his blood and shit. So make sure if he goes outside during the day to put alcohol on it. Rubbing alcohol, that green one, it's an antiseptic or whatever. It's meant for like road rash and stuff. He'll be fine. He'll be alright. Main thing, no broken bones. That's good. Yeah, the green one's better for like you'll read it. When you read it, you'll see it says on there. It's like a disinfectant and antiseptic. It's meant for like road rash and shit like that. So it's good. It'll probably burn a bit, but it'll be fine. Just tell him it's a long way from his heart. But that's okay. As long as you guys are alright, that's all that matters. It's always something, Marley. Always something. See, these damn kids. They always up to something. Just know one thing, Marty, it ain't your fault. You didn't do anything. It wasn't your fault. You can't blame you, Marley. See, they always want to blame you, but they can't this time. They can't blame you. See, what happened to Emmy wasn't your fault. And what happened to him ain't your fault. See, you ain't taking no blame. Nah, you're good. You're all right. It happens. But you're okay. They'll be all right. God's protecting you, see. Yep. I was actually proud of my dad today. He was walking with his cane, and then afterwards he was walking without it. And his legs are back to normal. They actually look normal now. It's so crazy. My dad looks so different now. His legs went from being swollen to normal now. Like he actually looks normal, like for his age. Today I had like the funniest shit ever because he went to go get an eye exam. So like he's so hard of hearing. The woman was talking to him, and I had to speak to him and tell him, "Dad, the woman's asking you, can you see like the letters?" And he's like, he's saying the letters, and it's all fucked up. And I'm like, oh boy, this is what I have to look forward to if I reach 81. Fuck me. My dad's like saying the alphabet all fucked up. It's like, oh, do you see those five letters? What are they? He said the C was a G and the K was an H. And the lady looked at me and she goes, okay, yeah, you can see the letters. That's fine. She goes, I'll just upgrade your glasses to the next step. You be okay. She goes, you have to get a light when you read the newspaper. You have to put a light on there to make it brighter so you can see. Do you do that? No. Okay, I'll do it this time. I was like, I've been telling you all this time, turn on the fucking lamp. You have two of them. Turn on the lamp and go read the newspaper so you can see it properly. I'm like, ugh. I know, right? It's hot as shit outside. I got my AC on full blast right now. If it wasn't for AC, I'd be dead up here. It's fucking hot as shit. It's humid as shit here too. This week is gonna be 86. It's 86 on Thursday and Friday. We ain't had no rain in 2 weeks. Everything's dry. The grass is crispy brown. Everything's fucked up. I mean, I'm happy because I ain't gotta cut no grass. So I'm happy with that. I don't feel like cutting no grass anyway. As long as it don't rain, I'm happy. Burn that shit. I ain't gotta cut it. It's cool. I don't give a fuck about no lawn. Everybody's like, you're so bad. I'm like, look, but I'm tired of shit. I ain't doing that. I don't want cutting the fucking grass. Let that. I hope it don't rain for another week. Give me a break. It's a long ass summer, you know. It's only June. Well, I think it's definitely hotter now than it's ever been. So I agree with you, Marley. When I was young, it was definitely hot here. Because in Bermuda, it's always fucking hot, especially the summertime. But I think that when we're young, we can handle it, you know? I think when we get older, it's like, what the hell, man? It's like your body's had enough of it, you know? Yeah, same here. As soon as you go outside, it feels like you're walking into a damn oven. Then I have to weed whack the edges because the edges are green, but the whole inside is brown. It looks terrible. But the grass is growing where the edge is, you know? So the grass grows where the edge and where the air conditioner spits out water. That's it. You know how you got the drain outside with the AC? Like there's a section where the generator is and the grass is all green from the drops of the water from the AC. And the rest of the grass is all brown. So it's got a section where I have to weed whack where it's like the perimeter of the like where the wall is, and that's green because it gets the water from the AC drain. It's funny as shit. But I don't want to waste my water. Yep. Only that this ain't no hood around here. But you know, yeah. It looks like the grass looks like it's from the hood. And you know what grows when there's no rain? Weeds. So I had weed killer. I bought a bottle of weed killer and I was killing all the weeds. So that way when it does rain and the grass comes back, the weeds are killed. So I bought a bottle of weed killer on last week Wednesday, and I've been using it like every other day. I go out there and spray some more weeds that are coming up. Yeah, there you go. Stanford and Son was the most hilarious shit ever. But honestly, I like when the grass doesn't grow every week. So that way I don't have to cut it. You need to cut it. Cut it. Cut it. I said, thank God I ain't gotta cut grass this week. Ain't no grass to cut. Even my mom and dad's lawn, it's all like messed up. And I'm like, ain't my problem. I tell my mom I'm not cutting no dead grass and no grass like that's gonna make it worse. I said as soon as it rains, or I know it's going to rain the day before, I'll cut it. But the forecast says there ain't no rain no time soon. That I mean, Fiona, I believe that global warming is a thing, but I think that we all forget that it depends on where you live. You know, where you live is very significant. So if you live in a place where every year summertime it's 80, 90, 100 degrees and it's like that every year, then how can it be global warming? And if it's the same shit or every year? That I think that only like becomes a factor when you notice like 10 degrees more now than you did 5 years ago. But then again, not every year is the same. You know, there's years where people, say this is the worst summer of my life. You know, it's so hot, blah, 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 and it never rained. And then you have some people like will say, oh my God, it rained all summer, it didn't even have a summer. It was like winter in Bermuda. Like December, January, February, it wasn't really much of a winter here. And I was like, where the hell's all the winter to? It was actually sunny and nice, and you would have thought we didn't even have a winter. I was pissed off that I couldn't wear my winter clothes. So I would say there was global warming during winter here in Bermuda this year, where we didn't have much of us a winter at all. It was barely cold every now and then. It was actually annoying. But I believe in global warming shit. Some places haven't, but I don't believe like it's a whole global thing. Cause in Bermuda it's always fucking hot. Always. My arms are getting darker. I've been out there in the sun every now and then. I try to stay away from the damn sun. Okay, Dan. You notice how Dan's got the number one crown every time he comes in here, or even when he's in your chat? I think that classifies the number one shit talker. See, I'm not in the chat, so I can't get it. So they have to give it to the next person. Yeah, see, number one shit talker. He be having that purple crown every day. Someone said it too the other day. How the hell did you get that? You just got here. I said he's the number one shit talker, so he's gonna have it. Sorry, guys. Well, Marley, it ain't easy, isn't it? It's always something. Life of having kids, huh? And I pray every day nothing happens to my nephews, man. And I pray that Gage and Emmy stay safe and never have nothing serious happen to them either. And if you pray every day, which I'm sure you do, and if you don't, you better pray every day, damn it, for the protection of your kids. And I'm sure you do. That's why they didn't break no damn bones. Because when this happened to Emmy, that's what you feared. And now, here you go again. So, you gotta look out on the positive side. They'll be okay. They're young and they'll recover. They'll be fine. You just gotta play nurse for the next couple days till he gets better. Mom, yes, kid. Can you make me some food? I'm hungry. Can you get me a drink? I don't feel like getting up. Okay, I know that's gonna happen. And about 2 weeks from now, you can be like, oh, thank God, he can get up on his own and get his own shit. I was playing damn maid around here and servant and nurse. It's fucking bullshit. I know. Mm, I know. I remember being that age and being home. I was like, Mom, yeah, what you want? She said, Mom, bring me a drink. I'm busy. You can wait. Get up and get it yourself. You've been on the couch all this time. I said, Mom, but I don't care. Get up and get it yourself. I'm busy. Can't you see what I'm doing? You want to eat tonight? How am I supposed to make dinner if I gotta go do this for you, do that for you? I said, oh, damn. All right, woman. No problem. You get me a maid. You get me a nurse. The funniest shit happened today. I took my dad to his eye examination, right? And he got his eyes diluted, right? Or whatever you call it. Is it diluted or whatever? Or dilated? Or I don't know what the fuck it's called. Anyways, they put those drops in your eyes and you can't see properly for like 3 or 4 hours, right? So the lady said, I have to put this in your dad's eyes. Are you gonna drive him home? I say, yeah, I drove him here. He just drives me crazy. So she starts laughing, right? And he can't even hear me say anything because he's deaf as shit, right? So she put it in his eyes, and then he was like this. He was like, hey, boy, I can't see that well. How the hell am I supposed to drive the car home when I drop you off? I said, well, obviously, I'm going to take you home and I'll take your car home. And then when you can see properly, let me know. I'll come pick you up and then you can drop me off and then you can go back home. Says, any 5 minutes away is fine. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then the lady says, oh, does he have any sunshades to protect his eyes when he goes out from the sun? Yeah, see, there you go. So then they gave me some makeshift ones, right? It's like it's rolled up in a thing. So I had to unwrap it and then you put it just over your eyes and it's like it clips right here, right? There's no arms on it. It's just like one of those plastic bullshit temporary ones, right? That they give you. So he was ignorant. He didn't want them. And then as soon as he stepped outside and that sun hit him, he goes, hey, hey, I can't see. Where's those shades? Where's those things that lady gave? I said, oh, now you want them, huh? So he couldn't even see him. So I had to put it on him, right? So I put it on his face and he goes, oh, yeah, okay, okay, I can see it. And then he's going like this. I said, don't touch it. It's going to come off. That thing springs back, right? Because it like, it's not real glasses. It's just like a thing, a plastic thing that like on the ends, it like, it has like a spring thing, right? Where like it goes back. So if you take it off, that shit will fucking rip your eyelashes off, right? So I said, leave that thing alone, right? So I'm laughing to myself. Right? I know I shouldn't laugh. I'm probably gonna go to hell, right? But you know how they have those videos, don't laugh or you'll go to hell. I felt like that today. So I said I have to get a video of him. Man, I'm in the car, I'm gonna videotape him going down the road with his fucking glasses, with these fake glasses on, right? And my sister says, don't make fun of my daddy. So I took the phone, I pressed record, and he is thus sitting there, right, looking at traffic, talking to me about football and stuff, right? So I turned the phone on record and on video and I recorded him like talking to me for like a couple seconds. And I had him on video and I shit you could see his glasses and I posted it in my sister's chat with me and the boys and they were laughing so much they were like, oh my god, you always make fun of dad. And I was like, he looks like the Terminator right now. It was funny as hell. And watching him do the test was fucking hilarious. I tried not to laugh. And then the lady that did the test, she knew I was laughing and she just smiled at me. She goes, oh, don't worry, I know what this is like. I had to deal with my dad too. I was like, yeah. The joys of dealing with them. I said it's cool. He doesn't bother me too much. He drives me crazy sometimes, but it's all good. Like he's not that bad. Let me show you the video. Look at his glasses. Look. Oh shit, that shit was funny as hell. My boy looked like the Terminator. He had me and Stitches laugh. That thing had no arms on it, no nothing. She just clinged to his forehead, to his side of his temples. Yeah, that shit was so funny. He said it worked too. When he got home, he ripped them off, and I started cracking up. I said, "Dad, put on your regular Ray Bans," because my dad likes Ray Bans, right? Rudy's like, "Y'all wrong." Yeah, see, hey, I'm telling you, that shit was funny. He was, yeah, I laughed at him so much because he had to put like, when you get an eye exam, you got to do all these different things, right? Where they look and you have to like rest your forehead on the thing and your chin's on there and you have to look at the stupid thing. And the lady's telling him, look, you got to look into the green light and I'm going to like press this thing and it's going to do like a little thing to your eye, blah, blah, blah. And then he did all the tests properly. And then the lady was like, okay, what letters do you see? And he's like, oh, I see G, and there's no G on there, it's C, right? So he couldn't see properly even with like the big ass letters. And I was fucking cracking up. I was like, oh boy, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I seeing here? It was fun though. One thing about him is he's a good sport. He even if like he's doing something and he'll laugh about it. He's I'm kind of like him in that sense. Like if somebody's teasing me, I'll laugh at my own self or whatever, or laugh at my own jokes or laugh at his jokes at me. But he was cool though. He did a good job. So then when it come, his insurance paid for half of it, right? Half of his new glasses, and he had to pay the other half. And then when the woman told him how much it was, he goes, "Hey, all this money for this." Man, man. She goes, "Oh, well, sir, at least your insurance paid for half of it. Because if not, you'd be paying the whole amount." He goes, "My insurance should pay for everything. Because I pay a lot of money for insurance." And she goes, "Oh, yeah, if that was the case, it'd be nice." And he's like, "Yeah, bitch, take my money." He was so pissed he had to pay a couple $100. And I was like, "Dad, it's life." I said, you should not even get glasses. All you need is a damn light and a magnifying glass like me. I ain't buying no new glasses. Hell no. If I can't see something, I get my magnifying glass and I get a light and I look. I said, okay, I see it now. Cool. I'm good. I can see perfectly fine with these glasses. Just, man, you know how on like a bottle or something, it has like the expiry date and I want to look at it or I look at it around, I can't see it or like very, very small fine print. That's the only time I really need it. But to read the chat and read everything, I can do it perfectly fine with my 5-year old glasses. I don't give a shit. Yeah, my dad's glasses today and the exam and new lenses were $500, and the insurance paid for half of it, and he had to pay for the other half. So yeah, it's almost the same price. Fucking ridiculous. So he's got to go back there in 3 weeks to pick up the lenses, and then they're gonna install it, and then they're gonna call me back. But the lady was showing him, look, you gotta use like a light so you can see it, like so you can see the actual fine print. Hey, Rising, how you doing? You good, sweetheart? I see you can't type. he Rising be like, fucking fun. Fucking thing. I said, hey, damn it. Rising be like, look, Mark, leave me alone. How you doing, sweetheart? You good? Good to see you. I haven't seen you forever. I went in your live the other day. Last week I went in your live and said hello. But you be busy. You every time I go in there, you be busy. As soon as you go live, everybody be in there. You be cracking. You be doing your thing. If you guys don't know my friend Rising Storm Tarot, you can check her out. She's one of my very good long-term friends on here. As you can see, she's one of my few mods that I do have. It's all good. Same way. I feel same way. Yeah, it's all good. That's good. I'm glad you're chilling. I'm glad that you've been live lately. It's good to see you live. I'm glad that you're doing your thing. I know there's people must be happy when you go live. They be there talking about that damn love life, and we gotta answer their questions. I miss you too, sweetheart. We guys gotta link up and do a live sometime when you're free and talk some shit like we used to. I'm on here every night pretty much. Every night around this time I'm here. Come on here and talk shit, do whatever, do my thing. I'm always here, so yeah. I mean, I know we used to do a lot of, some lives back in the day when you had time, when Sarah was a baby and you put her to sleep. You're like, all right, Mark, I put my daughter to sleep. Let's go live now. You be in the damn bathroom doing readings just to get away from everybody. I know you've been through your share of bullshit. I know, but hey, you was a soldier. You did what you had to do. But I saw the pictures you posted up of her. She's getting so big, man. I can't believe all this time's flying. I'm watching my nephews. My second youngest nephew is gonna graduate on Thursday. I was just telling everybody the time's flying, man. It's like kids grow fast and we get older, and it's like, where the fuck did this time just go? It's crazy, man. When I see pictures of you and her, I'm like, shit. I remember when she was pregnant and she had the baby and going live, and the next thing you know, look, she's all big. I'm like, fuck, man. This shit's crazy. That shit seemed like it was just the other day, but it's been years now. I still remember, dude. Those were the best times. On here, it was probably like the best times ever. I mean, now it's not too bad, but I think back in the day it was a lot like more popular, more people, and you know. Yeah, I know. 6 fucking years already. That's how long I've been on here. September will be 6 years I've been on here, like on my own channel. But I've been on here for like 10 years in everybody else's channel before I had mine. But yeah, I keep telling everybody like 6 years ago, that's probably like when YouTube was at its best, where all the cool readers were out, everybody was sane and decent. Then it all went to shit. Now there's nothing but frauds and idiots, and everybody we used to talk to, we don't talk to no more. It's all changed, but at least now it's a lot peaceful now. It's a lot more peaceful. But yeah, time flies, man. Time flies. But yeah, definitely when you have time, when you can spare like an hour or so, we should do like a live together, like we used to back in the day. We used to do them Instagram lives. Those were like hilarious because we could do a lot more crazier shit over there than we can do here. We'll probably get judged too much over here, but it's cool. I'll do it here anyway. I don't give a shit. Yeah, same here. I miss those days. I talk about it all the time. But you guys had so much fun back then. Shit. Yeah. But on here, like people use StreamYard on here. That's how I went live the other day with my friend Teresa. But on Instagram, it's so easy. You just add the person and you just go ahead and talk shit. So either way, I'm down for whatever. You know me. I'm down for whatever. I can do. We can do whenever, wherever, whenever. But we can do it. We got the whole summer. So when Sarah's off of school and you got time or whatever, we guys would do it. Yeah. I look forward to it. I always try to link up with everybody and go live with like, each other like we used to. I've been live with pretty much everyone that's in here that has a channel. If I don't ask them, they'll ask me, or we just mutually want to do something together and have fun. It's always fun when it's both people or people coming together. You get both crowds emerging and having fun and shit. So it's always nice. You know me, I used to do it like almost every damn week. I used to link up with somebody, but then people get weird and shit. So but that's one thing about us. We ain't never been like that to each other. We always fucking. Yeah, I know. That's why when I see you live, it makes me happy because I know that you're in your right, you're in your your element, you're in your right mind. And, I know you're better. When I see you live, it makes me happy. When you go missing, I'm like, oh boy. I'm like, I hope she's all right. Because I know how it is. You know, that's why I stay out of sight and out of mind. You're the bestest too. Yeah, just all you gotta do, in my opinion, and my advice to you is try not to let the devil get to you. Try not to let people get to you. I know it's hard. You're a Libra, so shit, and you're an air sign like me, so it's very hard for us to like accept bullshit. We want to retaliate, and we want to, you know, you want to tell the person go fuck themselves in different ways. But giving people our energy is the worst thing we can do. Like the biggest challenge in life is to ignore the ignorance and to to overcome like your emotions towards everyone and just completely take care of yourself and your daughter. That's it. Fuck everyone else, you know? Sometimes you gotta say it out loud and actually believe it. Or you like, some you can have like, a couple people you really love and trust, and then you just deal with them and that's it. But the people who are making you feel like shit or making you doubt yourself, you gotta put your foot down and say, you know what? As of today, I'm not giving you my fucking energy no more. And that's the biggest challenge for everybody is to finally say, I'm done. I'm not dealing with you ever again. I'm not letting you come back in my life no more. There's gonna be no communication, no this, no that. And then if it isn't a person, then it's you, and you have to make yourself better. Then you gotta wake up every day and fight for yourself. Make sure you're the best version of yourself, and try not to let your own mind wander about stupid shit you can't change. There's always a resolution to a problem. There's always a way out, even if it hurts, even if it's like a biggest step of your life. But when you do it and you believe in the process and you believe that God's got your back, you believe Spirit's there for you. Once you believe you're unstoppable, you just become immortal in your own mind. And then you just say, you know what? I ain't got to worry about nothing. God's got my back, He'll deal with it. I just believe everything's going to be okay. And that's the main thing. And once you master that, you become the best person you can possibly become. You go to sleep and you have a good sleep because you have nothing on your mind and nothing on your conscience. And if you have to sincerely forgive yourself for making dumb decisions and doing dumb shit, then do so. Forgive yourself. You don't have to forgive nobody. You ain't God. But you can forgive yourself every day. So, I fucked up. I shouldn't have done this. I forgive myself. I'm going to make myself better today. You know? That's what you got to do. You don't owe nobody shit. You owe yourself everything. And that's what made me a better person than I ever have been because I finally realized that I'm not Superman. I can't save nobody, but I can save myself. Save myself from the bullshit. Save myself from the people that are fucking with me. But the main thing is to not give that shit your energy. What's the main thing psychics say on here and people that are on here online? What's the main thing they say? Don't give people your energy. That's what I heard for years. And I never really, it never really sunk in until the last couple years where I finally realized what they were saying. Because when you give people your energy, you fuck yours up. They become your energy. They become your mind. When you're stuck and you can't get ahead, it becomes stuck. It stays that way until you rearrange your life. So we are our worst enemy. We are who we hang around. You are what you eat. Shit like that. All those things are all true. We have to make our lives better. And if we do, when it gets better, just remember the devil and the people are still going to try and bring you down. So you have to be extra strong every single day. You got to be extra tolerant every day. You got to believe more and more every single day. So all because you get yourself to a great point doesn't mean life is going to be perfect. It means that you're on high alert because you made it. You made it to a point in your life where you believe in God so much and you believe that nothing's going to happen to you and you're because you're doing the right things. But remember, the devil's there right there with his three-pronged fork waiting to stick you again. So you have to like keep fighting the mental battle for yourself and for the people you love the most and love you. So that's my advice to everyone because that's what made me a better person than I am now than I was 5 years ago. Because I finally believe now 100% that if I believe Spirit and God has my back, then why am I going to fear anything or anyone? If I know you're a bad person, I'm staying away from you. If you bring bad energy, I don't want it. Take it back. And that's why I don't really have nobody in my life that's very significant because I don't want nobody around me. I'm doing good without them. Okay, Rudy, praying for you. Hope you feel better. Let us know how you make out. Yes, have the meds kick in. Get a good night rest. Don't think about D. That'll come later. Just think about me when you go to sleep. That's the best thing you can do. Because most people love me when they sleep. I try to be. I try to be a boss. Because I've been through my share of bullshit. Nothing compared to anybody else, I'm sure. But we all have our bullshit, you know? But at the end of the day, we got to do what's best for us. I know it's a huge challenge, but if I can do it, you guys can do it. Because I'm a human being just like you. And I know everybody's life is different. I'm talking, but you guys have children. I don't, so I don't know what that's like. Kind of, sort of, because I have my nephews and I take care of them. But at the end of the day, you got to be like the best for you and for your children or for yourself. Always be better than you are yesterday. That's the best advice I can give everybody. But whether or not you listen to me or not, that's up to you. I can't force you to be me or be like me or do what I say or take my advice. It's up to you. You gotta get up one day and say, fuck it. I'm not gonna do this shit no more. I'm not gonna deal with this no more. I'm gonna feel this way now. I'm gonna do this now. You know. My dog's over here snoring her ass off. I can hear her. She's got the best life. That's why she sleeps all damn day. She's like, I ain't got nothing on my conscience. All I gotta do is eat, sleep, and shit. That's it. Mark's here. I'm good. My dog's like, hurry up, Mark. Turn them lights off. I want to go sleep, deep sleep. But yeah, we will all be okay. I have faith that everybody's gonna be all right. Even when you come in here with a bad news or a bad scenario or you had a bad day, just know that it always can be worse than what it is. Remember that people's lives are way worse than yours. Just remember that you can be in a lot worse situation than you are right now. You know, and just give thanks and show gratitude that hey, I know that shit's fucked up right now, but it could be worse. Thank God, I'm not in a worse situation, and everything can be fixed. You can always make your life better. Trust me. If Marky can do it, you can do it. And my life ain't perfect, and never will be, but it's a lot better than it was 5 years ago. I tell you that. Cause I let it all go. I let the bullshit go. I'm not really caring no more. I take care of me first, and everybody else is after. I finally learned that it's me first, and then I'll deal with you afterwards. As long as I'm okay, then I'll deal with you. If I ain't okay, then I gotta put myself on hold. And then you'll get me when you see me. It's simple. And just believe. Believe and you shall receive. Simple. We can do it. All right. All right. I've been on here for like 2 hours. It's midnight here. No, my dad got glasses. I took my dad to go get new glasses today, but he only got the lenses. I didn't get no new glasses. I've had my glasses for 5 years, and I refuse to get different ones because these work perfectly fine. And I don't need no damn test. And then you ain't looking into my eyes talking some bullshit about there's cataract in there. No, no, I'm okay. Long as I can see some fine hoochie mamas with these eyes, then I'm never gonna change anything. I'll be perfectly fine. When I can't see that hoochie mamas and I can't see them big butts, or how fine a woman is, and then I'll get a new glasses. But as long as I can see, I'm good. Yeah, I saw that you posted a video. I actually got your notification. I forgot to tell you, Tanya. I did get your notification. So I'm gonna watch that video tomorrow morning when I drink my coffee. I said I'll watch this tomorrow. Give me something to watch in the morning. And I'll give you a like. And if I remember, I'll comment. I'll hook you up. I got you. That'll be perfect for me tomorrow when I drink my coffee and eat my breakfast. I can watch that video. Yes, Dad. Be a good boy. Help your sis out. All right. Yes, I'm gonna go sleep. I need to get out of here. It's already midnight. I try to get in my bed earlier now instead of like 1, 2 o'clock. I need to get in my bed now. So it was good talking to you guys. Rising, if you're still here, sweetheart. It's good seeing you. I wish you the best. Marley, if you're still here, I wish you, Emmy, and Gage. I wish all you guys the best. Hopefully everybody gets through their road rash and pain. Rudy, hope you also feel better. Uh, Speedy recovery to you. Tanya, I hope you get better soon too. Uh, Dan, keep being number one Purple Crown shit talker of the year. And I hope you're doing good too. You did say earlier you were better, so that's good. Hope you and mom is good. I'll pray for all of you when I go upstairs. I normally don't pray for a lot of people, but I'll pray for you guys tonight. I'll put in an extra 30 seconds for you guys. You should feel grateful. And I'm going to actually pray for you. Because my prayers are answered. God says I'm answering Mark's prayers because he actually gives a shit about me. That's what he says. I believe he says that. So whoever I pray for, they get blessed. The guy says, all right, bro, I'll hook you up. I'll hook your friends up. All right, good night, guys. Take care. That's enough shit talking for today.